Hi there, welcome to this next product demo from Claim Technology, and what a demo we have in store for you today. We're looking at an integrated first notice of loss, third-party capture, and also an AI liability decision-making tool, all integrated through the front end of capture, which is exactly what you're looking at now. The first thing the chatbot is going to do is to verify that everyone involved in the accident is safe. If not, we can go down a emergency services type route. But let's go ahead and say that everyone is safe. The next thing for the claimant to do is to take a photo. The claimant can either take a photo using their camera, or they can upload photos from their library. I will say at the time of the accident, I was driving down a crossroad with lights. We'll see what this means later on when the liability decision is made. Here you can see the integration with Google Maps to be able to pinpoint the exact location and even go into Street View to see exactly where the accident happened. We can use IBM Watson here to use natural language processing to recognise just now, meaning the said date and time. Importantly, at this stage, we can play back our interpretation so that the customer can verify that this is the correct date and time, and then collect a vehicle registration for the claimant. Behind the scenes here, we can send off that vehicle registration in an API call to UKVD to extract the make, model and year of that car. Next up in this flow is collecting the third-party details. For the sake of the demo, I'll put in my name and number so that you can see the text coming through. You can see here a process has kicked off in the background to extract my name and number and then send me a text message with a chatbot link to self-serve a third-party capture type flow. Very similar to the one you're seeing now. Capturing and processing this information as early as possible is key to minimising indemnity spend within this claim. Using our technology, you can actually capture information from third parties at any time without anyone needing to be in the office. Let's now go into the AI liability decision tool from Bail. You can see here that even though this is a third-party service, you can see it's nicely integrated into our platform. From the customer's perspective, it doesn't feel like a different experience that they're going through. It's all part of one larger flow. I'm going to put in some details here to say that I was driving down the main road and the third party pulled out on me and I hit him in the rear, even though there was a red light for him and a green for me. Therefore, liability should be sat with a third party, but we'll verify that later on. The last few things that the chatbot can capture, I can take in additional information using speech-to-text functionality here. I was driving straight down the crossroads. The other driver pulled out in front of me even though my lights were green, and I hit him on the near side of his car. Now that text seems to have transcribed nicely, but if there was a mistake, the customer can always go back and edit the answer. The penultimate question in this flow is asking me if I would like to make a claim, to which I will say yes. And then finally, I can also present a document for the claimant to sign. This means that I can start processing the claim as soon as possible. You'll see here in this document there are fields that have been captured during the flow, such as the accident date. I can sign that, and now let's take a look how this data is received by the insurer. The first thing to note here is that there are two tasks. The first task, which we've just been through, is completed, and the second task of the third-party capture is sat with me as the customer in the status of new form. If I click into this FNOL task, I can see that all the information that has been captured is neatly broken down. It's important to note here that the agent could have completed it on behalf of the customer if they didn't want to do it themselves, but one of our core values is customer self-serve. What we're now looking at in the details page is the AI liability decision-making result, stating that the third party is at fault and also giving reasons as to why with reference to the highway code. This is of course really useful in speeding up the claims process. Additional things in here, I can see the contacts on the claim if I wanted to. I can have a look at the document that was signed within that flow, and I've also got a record of all the correspondence going out during this claim process. I hope you've enjoyed this demo, and if there's anything else that you'd like to raise, or if you'd like to see how your process would look using our technology, please don't hesitate to contact us at claimtechnology.co.uk. Thank you very much.